this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness
that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
This is Trainer Games.
Watch it on Prime Video starting January 8th.
Wishing the holidays could come early? If you own or manage your business, they can. With help from iHeartRadio. People are already shopping for their loved ones and hunting for deals wherever they can find them, including right here. They're listening to the radio. They're listening to podcasts. They could be listening to you. Don't wait for everyone else to kick off the holidays. Get your best season of the year up and running today. Call 844-844-iHeart or visit iHeartAdvertising.com.
Delighted to announce this afternoon that the United States will be taking a small portion of the hundreds of billions of dollars we receive in tariffs, and we're going to be giving and providing it to the farmers in economic assistance. And we love our farmers, and they're great people. They're the backbone of our country.
You're listening to the 47 Morning Update with Ben Ferguson.
Good Tuesday morning. It's so nice to have you with us on the 47 Morning Update. And we've got two stories under one big subject, and it deals with illegal immigration. J.D. Pritzker, the governor in Illinois, has now freed nearly 1,800 illegal aliens charged with murder, assault, and sex crimes. This on top of Gavin Newsom doing something that will shock you even more, allowing for another illegal immigrant to kill an 8-year-old girl in a drunk driving crash. Why is this happening? We'll explain it to you. But first, I want to tell you about our friends over at Patriot Mobile. Every so often, something happens that reminds us just how fragile our freedoms are. We can't afford to take our rights for granted. We must draw a line in the sand. And our friends at Patriot Mobile have been doing just that for more than 12 years. The truth is, there is only one provider that boldly stands in the gap for Americans who believe freedom is worth fighting for. And that company is Patriot Mobile. Not only are they leading the red economy, they're also outpacing the competition in technology. Patriot Mobile is one of the only carriers offering premium access to all three major U.S. networks, giving you nationwide coverage and service that you can count on day after day. They also offer unlimited data plans, mobile hotspots, international roaming, internet backup, and so much more. And switching has never been easier. You can activate in minutes on your phone from your home or your office, and you keep your same number you've got now, keep your same phone, or upgrade to a new one. And this is where the magic happens. Every month, about 5% of your bill is given back to conservative causes at no extra cost to you that stand up for our First and our Second Amendment rights, the rights of unborn children, and our wounded warriors, and those that have fought for our country and wear a badge. So take a stand today. Go to patriotmobile.com/Ben47 or call 972-PATRIOT. And if you use the promo code Ben47, you're going to get a free month of service. That's patriotmobile.com/Ben47 or 972-PATRIOT and make the switch today. It's the 47 Morning Update, and it starts right now.
Story number one.
Democrats have chosen to put more lives at risk. Your life is one of them, with the new moves that they're doing to undermine Donald Trump and the laws in this nation. The sanctuary state of Illinois has now released more than 1,800 illegal aliens. They've been charged with crimes such as murder, assault, burglary, robbery, and sex crimes, including crimes against children. And they've released them on purpose back into communities. Since Donald Trump took office in late January, the new data is exposing all of this. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Acting Director Todd Lyons released the data on Monday while urging Illinois' Attorney General to honor more than 4,000 active ICE detainers that the agency has lodged against criminal illegal aliens in the sanctuary state of Illinois. In particular, Lyons said Illinois officials have already failed to honor more than 1,768 ICE detainers and released the illegal aliens back into neighborhoods. Among those illegal aliens that have been released back into America are 5 charged with murder who are now walking among us, 141 charged with assault walking among us, 23 charged with burglary walking among us, 10 charged with sex crimes now walking among us, and 4 charged with robbery, 24 charged with drug crimes, many of them dealing with fentanyl that are killing Americans, and 15 charged with weapons offenses as well. Meanwhile, the crimes of more than 4,000 illegal aliens with active ICE detainers in Illinois, including 51 charged with murder, 1,134 charged with assault, 107 charged with burglary, 36 charged with robbery, 275 charged with drug crimes, and 120 charged with weapons offenses. And this is the one that is the most shocking. 813 illegal aliens charged with sex crimes. Governor Pritzker and his fellow Illinois sanctuary politicians are releasing these murderers, pedophiles, and kidnappers back into our neighborhoods and putting American lives at risk, the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Tricia McLaughlin said in a statement. She then said, "We are calling on Governor Pritzker and his administration to stop this dangerous derangement and commit to honoring the ICE arrest detainers of the more than 4,000 criminal legal aliens in Illinois' custody. It is common sense. Criminal legal aliens should not be released back into our streets to terrorize more innocent Americans." ICE officials said Illinois has released from custody and failed to honor detainers for illegal aliens, such as a 49-year-old Victor Manuel Menendez Garcia of Mexico, who was convicted of kidnapping for ransom and sentenced to 18 years in prison. A new release from ICE detailed other instances where illegal aliens were released from custody instead of being turned over to ICE agents. Juan Morales Martinez, an illegal alien from Guatemala, for example, was arrested after a vehicle crash near Westfield, Illinois, where he was a passenger. Early reports the vehicle crash showed not one, but 2 fatalities. It was a county board member and his wife. Police also found an extended magazine and ammunition in the vehicle. On October the 25th, ICE lodged a detainer on Morales Martinez. October the 27th, ICE arrested Morales after his release from the Clark County Jail. The jail did not cooperate with ICE, but ICE officers suspected his release and performed an enforcement action outside of the county jail. He has now been removed from the United States of America, but he would be among us if it was left up to the sanctuary state of Illinois. There was another man by the name of Gonzalez Jimenez, an illegal alien from Mexico. He was arrested and convicted for 1 count of driving under the influence and domestic battery, and 2 counts of criminal sexual assault. Yet again, Illinois chose deliberately to refuse the ICE detainer for this individual, again accused of 2 counts of criminal sexual assault. On November the 13th, ICE arrested the man as he was released from jail. Juan Alberto Caro Marin, an illegal alien from Mexico, was arrested and convicted of aggravated criminal sexual abuse of a victim and a family and sentenced to 6 years in Illinois' Department of Corrections. ICE detainer for that man was also not honored. On November the 9th, ICE arrested Caro Marin, where he is currently in ICE custody. Yet again, Illinois saying, no, we'd rather play politics than keep our citizens safe from these dangerous criminals. This is just one example of what Donald Trump and our government is up against, as time and time again, these radicals in radical cities and states around the country are constantly refusing to work with ICE to keep Americans safe. And yet again, the president is not backing down, sending more resources to Illinois to find and to put into custody these more than 1,800 illegal aliens charged with murder, assault, sex crimes. And what has happened? Illinois chose to put them back into our neighborhoods instead of hand them over to ICE.
Now story number 2.
It's not just in Illinois where the radicals are defying Donald Trump and putting Americans' lives at risk. And many Americans are actually losing their lives. Another sad and shocking story is now coming out of California, where an illegal alien is accused of drunk driving and causing a crash that left an 8-year-old girl dead in the sanctuary state of California. Last week, Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents lodged a detainer against a 25-year-old Guatemala man after he allegedly caused a head-on collision on a San Diego highway that resulted in the death of the 8-year-old little girl. According to local police, Alva Rodriguez was driving a 2005 Toyota Tacoma truck when he crossed lanes and hit a Toyota Camry head-on. The driver of the Camry, a 26-year-old man from Yuma, Arizona, suffered major injuries, as did his front passenger, a 28-year-old woman. 3 children in the back of the Camry, a 5-year-old boy, a 4-year-old girl, and an 8-year-old girl were taken to a nearby children's hospital. The girl did not survive her injuries and died at that hospital. How many deaths of children at the hands of criminal illegal aliens need to happen before Governor Newsom and sanctuary politicians will prioritize the safety and security of American families? That's what the Department of Homeland Security said in a statement. ICE officials said that Rodriguez had a history of drunk driving, including a 2020 arrest for driving under the influence, and then another arrest in 2021 for driving under the influence and a hit and run. This serial drunk driver should never have been allowed back onto California roads. We are praying for the family of this child who will be grieving this holiday season. Secretary Nome is now calling on Governor Newsom to honor this ICE arrest detainer for this illegal alien. And yet again, you have another elected official in another sanctuary state that is saying, I will put illegal immigrants ahead of American citizens. And that's not the only place it's happening. The New York Mayor, Mundani, now telling illegal aliens in New York City how to stand up to ICE agents. The New York City Democratic Socialist Mayor-elect now giving lessons, telling illegal immigrants in his area that you must stand up to ICE agents. The news comes as President Trump's administration has been working to safeguard American communities from illegal alien crime, and as federal officials have been arresting the worst of the worst criminal aliens. In a video posted on Sunday, Mundani talked about a recent ICE raid in Chinatown, adding, when he officially becomes a mayor, he will protect all New York residents, and that means the illegal immigrants. He said that includes the more than 3 million immigrants who call this city their home. But we can all stand up to ICE if you know your rights, he said. And then he gave points about avoiding ICE agents altogether, saying, quote, ICE cannot enter into private spaces like your home, school, or private area of your workplace without a judicial warrant signed by a judge. He went on to explain that they had a right to keep their door shut, literally telling the criminals exactly how to fight back and not be arrested.
Last weekend, ICE attempted to raid Canal Street and detain our immigrant families. As mayor, I'll protect the rights of every single New Yorker, and that includes the more than 3 million immigrants who call this city their home. But we can all stand up to ICE if you know your rights. If you encounter ICE, these are the things that every New Yorker should know. First, ICE cannot enter into private spaces like your home, school, or a private area of your workplace without a judicial warrant signed by a judge. That looks like this. If ICE does not have a judicial warrant signed by a judge, you have the right to say, I do not consent to entry, and the right to keep your door closed. Sometimes ICE will show you paperwork that looks like this and tell you that they have the right to arrest you. That is false. ICE is legally allowed to lie to you, but you have the right to remain silent. If you're being detained, you may always ask, "Am I free to go?" repeatedly until they answer you. You are legally allowed to film ICE as long as you do not interfere with an arrest. It is important to remain calm during any interaction with ICE or law enforcement. Do not impede their investigation, resist arrest, or run. One last thing. New Yorkers have a constitutional right to protest, and when I'm mayor, we will protect that right. New York will always welcome immigrants, and I will fight each and every day to protect, support, and celebrate our immigrant brothers and sisters.
That is the mayor-elect of New York, making it very clear he doesn't work for the citizens of New York. Instead, he works for the illegal immigrants and telling them everything he can to help them continue to break the laws. So yet again, we are having a conversation about more Americans who are being killed. One thing is for sure, the President of the United States of America has promised, no matter what, to go wherever these criminals are, to find them, to hunt them down, and to bring them to justice. Even if the radicals on the left, like Mundani or Newsom or Pritzker, are doing everything they can to stop illegal immigrants from being deported.
Thank you for listening to the 47 Morning Update with Ben Ferguson. Please make sure you hit subscribe wherever you're listening to this podcast right now. And for more in-depth news, also subscribe to the Ben Ferguson Podcast, and we will see you back here tomorrow.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness.
That will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
This is Trainer Games.
Watch it on Prime Video starting January 8th.
You know what your customers are doing right this second? The exact same thing you are, listening to me. Which, let's be honest, is kind of flattering. But my point is, ads on iHeartRadio actually get heard. In the car, at the gym, on the couch, while people are walking their dogs. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You're a good boy, that's right, you're a good boy. So why not make the next ad about you? Get started today. Call 844-844-iHeart or go to iHeartAdvertising.com. That's 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.